Now, with the release of Elden Ring Night Rain and having been about 7 months at least by this point, I think, I doubt Elden Ring is going to get a new patch. But that doesn't stop people from thinking that certain things get patched out, like the wrong warp skip. This has not been patched out. I'm going to make a video talk about it real quick. This works for any of the wrong warp skips. So, to wrong warp skip to Nokron, for example, you can get your key, go down to the Nokron bell tower, enter the portal, and inside that portal, just go ahead and teleport to either the Round Table Hold, Castleward Tunnel, or any other site of grace you want. It really doesn't matter. Now, once you're in your loading screen, all you have to do is close out the game right before it reaches the end. And it's pretty easy to do. There is a slight problem. It's pixel perfect. You have to close the game at the exact moment it reaches the end. If you close the game too soon, you'll wind up at the same spot. If you close it too late, you'll go to whatever grace you teleported to. So with that, you just got to adjust accordingly, depending on if you teleported too. I mean, if you close the game too early or too late. Now, on PC, if you're doing this on PC, you need to turn off your Steam Sync or go offline. Otherwise, the game will still be running in the background for a moment, and the wrong warp skip won't work. If you're on PlayStation, because of the way the HUD works, it will be blocking the loading bar when you go to close your game. So you need to time how long it takes and then continuously do it over and over again until you finally get the time. So if it takes 7 seconds to fully load in, you should close your game at like 6.5 and then adjust accordingly. And on Xbox, you can watch the loading bar as it happens. And unfortunately, if you're on another console like the Steam Deck or Nintendo, you're on your own there. I do not know how to close the games on those things. Uh, you can turn off your console, that works just the same, but there might be a time delay. I'm not too sure about that since I never do it that way. But I've heard that's how people do it on the Nintendo Switch a few times, so try it if you want. And it doesn't really matter how you do it so long as the game application closes just as the bar reaches full. And though it is a simple process, that doesn't stop it from being tedious, but I hope you have fun doing this. It's always nice to skip to later game areas at the very early game, so it's just something fun to do, and maybe a nice way to get late game stuff early game, just to mess with people, I guess, without killing any bosses. It's all up to the player. I don't really know. I don't know why I'm rambling. That's about it. Until next time.
Subscribe to Sleepy Soul.